Hi guys, this is Vijay and I hope you're doing well. In this video lecture, we will discuss on types of fluid. Let's start. First of all, what is fluid? A fluid is a substance or matter which is continuously deformed with the application of shear force. It is called fluid. A fluid may be liquid or gas, and gases are also fluid and liquids are also called fluid. So in brief, a fluid is a substance which deforms continuously when subjected to external shearing forces. Now we will discuss types of fluids. First one is the ideal fluid. What is ideal fluid? An ideal fluid is one which has no viscosity, no surface tension, and which is incompressible. Ideal fluid is only an imaginary fluid, as all the fluid which exist some viscosity. In real life, there is no any ideal fluid. It is only imaginary fluid. Next one is a real fluid. A real fluid is one which has viscosity, surface tension, and which is compressible. Naturally available all fluids are real fluid. For example, kerosene, petrol, water, air. These all are the example of real fluids. Next one is Newtonian fluid. We know that according to the Newton law of viscosity, shear stress equal to mu du by dy, where mu means dynamic viscosity and du by dy means velocity gradient. Okay, so for a Newtonian fluid, a real fluid in which the shear stress is directly proportional to the rate of shear strain or velocity gradient is known as Newtonian fluid. So in case of a Newtonian fluid, shear stress is proportional to the velocity gradient. It is called Newtonian fluid. Next one is a non-Newtonian fluid. So in case of a non-Newtonian fluid, shear stress is not proportional to mu du by dy. It is called non-Newtonian fluid. In brief, a real fluid in which the shear stress is not proportional to the rate of shear strain or velocity gradient is known as non-Newtonian fluids. For example, we can consider the example of printer ink, ketchup, paints, blood, mud, slurries, polymer solution, etc. These all are the example of non-Newtonian fluids. A non-Newtonian fluid is defined by the dependence of its viscosity to the stress applied. Non-Newtonian fluid changes their viscosity or flow behavior under the stress. If you apply a force to such a fluids, say you heat, shake or jump on them, the sudden application of stress can cause them to get thicker and act like as a solid, or in some cases it result in the opposite behavior and they may get softer than they were before. Remove the stress and they will return to their earlier state. We can consider the example of ketchup. When you turn a ketchup upside down, the liquid difficulty flows, but once you start squeezing the bottle, ketchup flows more easily. The viscosity of ketchup decreases when the applied stress increases. Thus, ketchup is a non-Newtonian fluid. Other popular example, we can consider the example of toothpaste, shampoo, paint or blood. Now we will discuss the different types of non-Newtonian fluids. For these fluids, the viscosity varies with the rate of deformation, and due to the deviation from Newton's law of viscosity, they are commonly termed as non-Newtonian fluids. Here we are considering figure, and figure shows the class of fluids for which this relationship is non-linear. The abscissa in figure represent the behavior of ideal fluid. Since for the ideal fluid the resistance to shearing deformation rate is always 0, and hence they show 0 shear stress under any condition of flow. The ordinate represent the ideal solid for there is no deformation rate under any loading condition. The ordinate represent the ideal solid for there is no deformation rate under any loading condition. Okay, and the Newtonian fluid behave according to the law that shear stress is linearly proportional to velocity gradient or rate of shear strain. Thus, for these fluids, the plot of shear stress against velocity gradient is a straight line through the origin. The slope of the line determines the viscosity. Many mathematical models are available to describe the non-linear shear stress versus deformation rate relation for non-Newtonian fluids. And here n is the flow behavior index, and it indicates the degree of shear thinning. The less the value of n, the greater the shear thinning characteristic. Actually, the power law describe three flow models depending on the value of n. If n equal to 1, the viscosity does not change with the shear rate, and it will describe the model of Newtonian fluid. Second one is pseudoplastic fluid. Here the value of n is less than 1. The effective viscosity decreases with the shear rate. And third one is the dilatant fluid. Here n greater than 1, the effective viscosity increases with the shear rate. Next one is the Bingham plastic fluid. In Bingham plastic fluid is a viscoplastic material that behaves as a rigid body at a low stress but flows at a viscous fluid at high stress. It's named after Bingham, who proposed its mathematical form. It is used as a common mathematical model for mud flow in drilling engineering and in the handling of slurries. The next one is a sixostropic fluid. In a sixostropic fluid, viscosity decreases with stress over time. For example, we can consider the example of honey. So in honey, keep stirring and solid honey become liquid. Next one is a rheopactic fluid. In a rheopactic fluid, the viscosity increases with stress over time. Okay, these both fluids are the function of time. For example, we can consider the example of cream. So in cream, the longer you whip it, thicker it gets. Next one is viscoelastic fluids. In viscoelastic fluids are a type of non-Newtonian fluid formed by a viscous component and an elastic one. In short, viscoelastic fluid are the blend of the solvent and some polymer. For example, paints, DNA suspension, some biological fluids, and other from chemical industries. Okay, viscoelastic fluids have both elastic and viscous property. Thank you friends for watching this video.